13, I want to look at a couple of problems. Okay? First, I want to look at number 13.
What? Miss Nixon said check your passes. And yeah, that's it. Can I get my thing, like the chart?
You never gave it to me.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Which number is the closest to C?
5 and 8.
5 over 8. Good. Here is C. So the 5 over 8 we're going to move last, which means we need to move the 9 first. Okay, Landon is saying we need to subtract. Is that true?
Yes.
9 is being added, so we need to undo our addition by subtracting 9 to both sides. We like that? Okay. When we do that, these cancel, and what do we have on the left? Negative what? We have negative 10 equals negative 5/8 C. Now, it's been a couple days since we talked about this scenario. Sorry, I needed to take attendance. How do we get rid of the 5/8, the negative 5/8? Yeah? I don't know what this means.
Plus 5/8?
Well, how is it tied to C? Okay. So we need to undo our multiplication. But it's a fraction. Do we like dividing by fractions? No, since it's a fraction that we want to divide by, we're going to have to utilize the reciprocal. So we're going to have to multiply by negative 8 over 5. I don't know what's happening. All right, so these cancel. We're left with C equals. What could be helpful over there on the left? What could be helpful with my 10? If we put it over 1, that might help us. Some of you are going to be fine. Some of you, it's a little nerve-wracking. Okay, so I'm going to put it over 1. That way when I multiply, negative 8 times negative 10 is 80. And then 5 times 1 is 5. Do you think I want you to leave your answer like that? No. Can somebody tell me what 80 divided by 5 is? Did it do it? 16?
Yeah.
And do we like that it's a positive 16?
Yes.
Okay. Miss Rotherman's class is watching something. Okay. So let's look at number 14. I'm going to give you a minute head start. I want you to start this problem, then I'm going to start talking about it. Fair? Okay, Matthew, which number do we need to move first? 16, and how did you move it? I know, but what operation? Okay, 16 is being subtracted, so we're going to undo the subtraction by adding 16 to both sides is what Matthew did. Do you agree with Matthew? Okay, good, because he's right. So we now have 1/3 m equals 15. Okay, Landon, how do we undo that 1/3? Okay, we need to flip it. So we're going to multiply by 3/1 for it to cancel. So when we multiply 15 by 3/1, 45? Cool. If you got that before we went over it as a class, good work. If you didn't, it's okay. We're still practicing. Okay. We're going to do one more type of problem, and then I'm going to give you a good chunk of time to work. Okay? So I want you to look at number 15. Do you see how 15 looks a little bit different? It's not scary. Okay, but this is what I do want to ask you. Ooh, whoops. Which number is the closest to x? The -1 is actually the closest to x. Typically, we don't see the addition or subtraction as the closest, but all of x minus 1, oh, that's not what I wanted. Okay, x minus 1, what is that operation in between x minus 1 and 6? This means division, okay? So since 6 is furthest away, we need to undo that operation first. So this is like the only time you're going to see we have to undo division in our first step. Usually that's like the last step. Okay? So we're going to undo division by multiplying both sides by 6. And so we have x minus 1 equals 12. Okay, now we can undo that subtraction by adding 1 to both sides. So we get x is 13. It's not as scary as it looks, is it? You guys are kind of like mellow today, like super mellow. Even after we played Capture the Flag and you're mellow, that's just impressive. Yeah. Channing, that's not very nice. Okay, let's look at number 16 and let's notice the similarities in this problem and the one we just did.
Ooh, it has the thingy.
Whatever that means. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. What number is the closest?
17.
Okay, here's m. 17 is the closest. -2 is the furthest away. Okay? Since all of m plus 17 is being divided by -2, this is like the only situation where we have to undo the division first. So to undo our division, we're going to multiply both sides by -2. What is this? -18 equals m plus 17. Here's our m. Okay. Carly, what operation do we need to undo now? What is that? What's that operation? Okay, How do we undo addition? All right, we're gonna subtract 17 from both sides. Don't get too carried away. M equals negative 35. Thank you. Okay. Remember, you can use your calculator, so at any point, please go grab a calculator when you're a little nervous about a calculation. Okay. Here's what I have for you. Go back to page 14. You're going to finish it. Okay? You guys, you have like almost 20 minutes right now.